To get notifications whenever I upload new content, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. Thank you. Well, reports say that Cardi B has filed for divorce from Offset because he allegedly cheated on her again. Sources also claim that he denied it, but multiple women have come forward and told Cardi. Cardi's lawyer reportedly amended her court filing. According to TMZ, she will ask for joint custody and will not request child support. Now, after Cardi B forgave Offset for cheating on her and she tried to move on, it seems that infidelity has plagued their relationship and ultimately led to her filing divorce on this past Monday. Cardi filed for divorce from the Migos rapper in Fulton County, Georgia. According to the online court records, their relationship was irretrievably broken. Wow. And there are no prospects of any reconciliation, as you all know. And like clockwork, sources are now revealing a ton of information about their split in news outlets. You know, it's something to be said about everybody else knowing your business but you. Because now here comes all of this onslaught of information. And the funny thing is that when these news sources get this information, it's usually from someone that one of the parties involved trusted. And if they're paid or not, I don't know, but they seem to have loose lips, and it always seems to sink the ships. Well, according to an e-source, Cardi tried to forgive and trust Offset after he cheated on her in 2017, but it didn't work out. They claimed that he had been pleading with her. Even now, he has been pleading and pleading and pleading, but it hasn't helped at all because many women have now come forth with claims, and Cardi has had enough, and so she decided to go ahead and file for divorce. Now, as a People Insider stated, just like I said a few seconds ago, Offset has pretty much cheated on her the entire time that they were together, which is awful. They went on to say that Cardi looked the other way because of the baby, and she didn't want to be embarrassed, but she's had enough. You know, when you're in the public eye, there's no such thing as not being embarrassed. You've got to know that you're going to be embarrassed because your enemies that you had in the business or your enemies that you had in the public eye, they're always going to have something to say. So embarrassment is going to be par for the course whenever you're dealing with infidelity or whenever you're dealing with any of your personal business being put out there in the streets and you're not there or you're not a part of the conversation to even defend yourself. Now, the sad part is I don't think that Cardi should have ever gone, public with any of this, but I truly don't believe that in the past she's had anybody that's acted as a mentor in her life to sort of teach her the things that, I don't know, even Beyonce has had. She's had plenty of mentors, older women that have talked to her and taught her certain things. And on most interviews, you can see she's very tight-lipped about her situation, right? She doesn't share a lot. That's what I think Miss Cardi should have done. Now, ultimately, Cardi B does want to be a good example for her daughter and women out there. So that definitely has impacted her decision to go on ahead and permanently dump Offset. Though the initial reports concerning her divorce stated that Cardi actually wanted primary custody of Culture, their daughter, and wanted to receive child support from Offset, that doesn't seem to be the full picture. Now, the story was updated, and TMZ updated their story, and they say, quote, "We're told that she wants Offset to have joint custody of Culture and is determined to have an amicable co-parenting situation. Our sources say that Cardi is in touch with her lawyer and the document will be amended to reflect her wishes." Her divorce petition also says that she wanted child support, and now the sources are saying that she doesn't want any support from Offset in the financial department. She's considering herself the bank of Cardi. And that's one of the things that I did notice just recently when she would publicly give him large gifts. If you guys remember, I'm not sure if it was a shoebox, but it was definitely a box of sorts. And it had a boatload of money in it. Getting him things like cars, getting him things like money in boxes, and just overdoing it with these lavish gifts. She was trying to do something that the other women could not compete with her on, right? Now, when it comes to sex, when it comes to those things, the other woman will always, be a formidable foe for the spouse. But if those women are not as stacked financially as Cardi B is, then you're definitely going to see that that's the place that she can excel and exceed. And I saw her buying his love and buying his fidelity when that's really not the way that it should be. Now, the unfortunate piece is that it also stated that these women went to Cardi and told her. Here's the funny thing. Back in the day when people would cheat, and I'm sure that there were situations then when people did tell, but back in the day, the cheating or the helper, the co-cheater, the other woman or the other man would generally sit back and be quiet because they knew that if they said anything, they would lose whatever benefits they were receiving from having laid down with somebody else's spouse. But these days, I think because people get it a little twisted and get a little confused and think they're a part of everything and they should have a right because they're giving their body up, they start to tell. Now, I think the dum-dums out there that have actually told all the business and have gone on to share whatever's gone on between them and Offset have shot themselves in the foot. What was their true goal? Women who do these things have absolutely no idea of the other woman's code of conduct. And that's a book that you guys can find. It's by Kiki Richardson. She literally had the audacity and did it well. The book is called, again, The Other Woman's Code of Conduct. Now, I'm not recommending that people who are out there are cheating look into this book to find out how they can be the best cheater or co-cheater that they can. But I will definitely tell you it's an excellent read because it does go into the mindset of what people are doing when they're out there cheating. The other woman's code of conduct, the other woman code of conduct actually lays down some of the particulars. If you're the other woman, you don't call. If you're the other woman, then you automatically know you're not getting any birthdays. If you're the other woman, then you definitely don't reach out and talk to the wife, the missus. So really, what is the goal when they're going in the inbox, right? You don't understand the mindset of these weirdos. And for that reason alone, I feel that Cardi should have just kept all of this to herself and dealt with it the way that she saw fit. And, kudos to her for actually standing up this time, though, and saying enough is enough. You see that he's a chronic cheater. Things aren't going to change. So let me just go on. As the insider said, she did not want to be embarrassed anymore because she had definitely had enough. Now, I did see a video with him begging and pleading. Reminded me of the old movie clip out of please, baby, please. He was literally begging her to not do it. But hey, dude, where was that thought process while you were placing your penis into a strange vagina? Where was that thought process? That's the part that just cracks me up. Now you want to apologize, and undoubtedly you're only apologizing that you've been found out. You're not apologizing because of the act or the dirty deed that's been done. You're apologizing specifically because you've been caught. So, I don't know. I do think that it's smart of Cardi B to say, forget it. I don't want any of your money. You can keep your money. I don't need your child support. You know what? I don't need sole custody. You can share custody. Here's the deal. The deal is, eventually, he's going to go from being sorry to being salty. These are things that she should have kept in place, because even though he is, sorry now, in a minute when he becomes salty, that can definitely change. Because even though she's petitioned the court for what she now wants, even though she's had her attorney make these amendments, she can definitely wait for him to come back and say, hey, you know what? I want sole custody. And because you are the bank of Cardi, I need child support. This thing is not anywhere near over. And as far as the amicable piece is concerned, no, this is going to get worse before it gets anything near better, because there's, just like it's all pouring out now that there's so many things that's gone on, there's going to be a whole lot more information. And that right there could change the whole entire outcome. Yep. I see this going on for a good time. Long. Anyway, you guys, leave your thoughts and your comments down below and let me know what you think. I don't think that this is going to end well, but I am happy that she's decided to do better for her daughter. Now, as far as other women, I could give two rips. I don't think that she should care about what other women do and how they live their lives or whatever, because the difference between those other women and you, sweetie, is those other women don't have all the money you have, and they don't have the wherewithal or the, the resources that you've got. And another piece to add to that is the fact that all it's going to take is for Offset to start to date one of these women who rival Cardi in the money department. And the first thing they're going to say is, well, you're not making the hits that you were once making, Offset. And so I'm going to need you to go back and petition the court and let them know that you want full custody, because if you get the full custody, you're going to get the money. And that way, we can be a blended family. He's very easily manipulated, obviously, or he would not continue to allow his penis to lead him into strange bedfellows, as it were. And so I think that goes along with that salty piece. Even though he may try to, play this out the best that he can, it's only going to take him to go out and get another socialite, and she's going to put that bug in his ear, and it's going to change the whole dynamic of the situation. And for that reason, I want to clarify that's why she should have left everything in place. But again, only time will tell. You guys take care. This is Felicia Lockhart, and this has been the Lockhart Perspective.